This year is the 30th anniversary coming up on House and Shops, and when we were thinking about the 30th and how to celebrate it, I kind of got the idea that it would be fun to go back to the very first one that we did in 1984. And what I designed was a Victorian house that some way resembled the Victorian house that started the series. And so I added a porch and I added a lot of filigree and cheesecake that you would on a Victorian. The series began in 1984. Donna Hill, whose pen name was Donna Lee, this was her idea, her concept for a series, and it was to be a dollhouse series, and that's the reason that the back is open and it's done in a format as a dollhouse. And also during that time period, Victorian architecture was really popular in the early 80s, and so were miniaturized dollhouses. I try to incorporate in all of the House and Shops something personal. And in this particular piece, there's a credenza in the entry hall, and I own that. It's an antique piece, and we bought it, my wife and I bought it a number of years ago. And this is kind of a little bit of a duplicate or a rendering of what that antique piece looks like. I also build all of the furniture. I will build some of it out of wood, but then for the detailing and everything else, I'll go to the wax and I'll coat wax with it, and then I'll sculpt all the little hand detail in it on wax. I hand paint the original. You tried to research out all the colors and everything that I use. The dark green is very much a Victorian color. We were kind of talking about the ways that we could celebrate the 30th. Everybody who collects this series knows that every single piece has a tree inside. It's a bottle brush tree. And I usually try to put something under the tree, whether it's presents or a toy or something. And I thought it'd be fun this year to take the first in the series and put it under the tree in the 30th anniversary piece. And so that's how I kind of tied it together, and it was a lot of fun to see if our collectors would catch the fact that that is in there and that they would see that it was a duplicate of it. So that's a little bit of the secret of what's going on inside.